Hello everyone, welcome to Professional Patient. My name is Schnuerchen. First, as usual, I am not a doctor, I am not a psychiatrist, I'm not a therapist, I'm not any kind of mental health specialist. I am just a patient. And today I want to talk about the good inner place.
What's that now?
What does that mean? It's a fancy way of saying use your imagination. What you do is you create a place in your head where you feel comfortable. It can be literally anything, a real place, a made-up one, some place that can't even exist in reality. In your head, everything is possible. What you can do, for example, is when you're outside in a stressful situation, to imagine you're lying in bed. It is warm, it is quiet, you can feel the blanket around you, the soft pillow under your head. It can be exactly like your bedroom at home, or you can invent additional things that make you even more comfortable. For example, if you like dogs, but you don't have one, you can imagine that a dog is there with you, lying next to you. You can feel the fur, you can feel his body move when he's breathing. Whatever makes you feel calm and protected. You can also add people to that, of course. If you're alone and don't have someone in real life, you can imagine that someone is holding you, strong arms wrapped around you, a hand is stroking your hair.
Ain't that sweet?
And of course, if you have someone in real life, you can imagine that person doing that. The challenge is to figure out what works for you. Therefore, you might need to try a lot of different scenarios before you find something where you think, yes, this is it, I never want to leave this place. Although the place can change over time. For me, it changes all the time. Sometimes I don't even go to a specific place, but I just imagine a certain thing happening. For example, when I feel weak and vulnerable, and all I want is someone holding me while I cry, then I just imagine exactly that. You most likely need a bit of practice until this really works. But when it does, it can feel incredibly real. Sometimes I get so lost in my own head that I don't see or hear anything around me in the real world. That can have unfortunate side effects sometimes. Once I did that on a train and missed my station. It can be embarrassing when you have company and you don't hear what others are saying to you, especially at work. So one thing to make sure is that you're in a position where you can do that without risk. For example, you should never do that when you drive a car. That would be very dangerous. Also, there is a risk of getting so lost in fantasy that you don't take enough care of your real life anymore. That should not happen. But when you do it at the right time and in the right amount, it can help dealing with stress, with depression, with anxiety, and even with physical pain sometimes. For me, it is the most powerful tool I have to cope with my issues. And I remember when I learned about this during my therapy, I realized I have always been doing that. I already did this when I was a young child. Back then it was called daydreaming and was considered a bad habit. But it helped me escape reality. It has always been incredibly helpful. Really, I cannot emphasize enough how much this has helped me. It won't change reality, but it helps to escape from it for a little while. It takes some effort to practice for it to be really effective. But once you get it, it can be as easy as slipping into a comfortable pair of shoes.
Awesome!
After many years of doing this, I can do it at any time and in almost any place. It won't work immediately, but in my opinion, it's absolutely worth it. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and goodbye.